Hi, it's Filo. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a mid-year bullet journal setup because I ran out of pages in this notebook. This was an A5 Bujo from Scribbles That Matter with the iconic design in pink with their doodles on the cover. I started it in October, and after my sea animals theme in June, I ran out of space. So I've been able to fit 9 months in it, which is my usual. It was also the 7th notebook I used from this brand, and I'm also an ambassador with them. So for my next Bujo, I chose another Scribble That Matter, this time in purple, and with the Pro design, so without the doodles. If you don't know them, their covers are vegan leather, doesn't get dirty easily, and it's easy to clean. They have 2 ribbon bookmarks and they come with a fine liner in size 0.4. Honestly, I don't use it because I use thinner ones. At the beginning, you have a key page to define what symbols you want to use, and then you have index pages and your dot pages opening flat from the start. So they don't have that awkward first page that doesn't open fully and people usually cut or glue. Here the binding is great. I love that. They have 150 numbered pages that are 160 GSM, so they can handle layers and layers of dark brush pens with no ghosting or bleeding, and once I even did watercolor in one. What I like the most is that they have middle page marks in the center and on the sides, which is so convenient. They also come with this divider guide that's very handy to set up your layouts. You don't need any ruler or to count dots or set up a grid spacing spread or anything. At the end you have a pocket and pen test pages. So I started swatching my brush pens and got lazy. So I just cut the pen test from the previous notebook and pasted them in the new one. But as you can see, they didn't have ghosting or bleeding. And now it's time to set up the second half of 2024 in this brand new bullet journal. I always do pretty minimalist yearly setups, and this one is no exception. So first I stamped 2024 with these big numbers on craft paper. Then I used these super pretty washi stickers. They're called Tea Temptation and they're from the Washi Tape Shop. I'm an affiliate, so I'll make sure to leave my code with the link below if you want to check it out. Honestly, happy I could keep a blue and beige combo a bit longer because I enjoyed it a lot in June and you seem to like it too. Then I simply added a white washi tape with hand lettering above and below, and I ripped it to make it look more interesting. I'm also adding part 2 with my stamps, starting from the end to make sure it's aligned on the right. Later I decided to add a frame, so this clip is from my backyard. Here I went with a double line with a fine liner, the wobblier the merrier, and I'm already done with my cover. Now onto the goals spread. It's pretty straightforward. That's where I write down my goals for 2024. So I know from experience that in terms of goals, less is more. So at the beginning of the year, I wrote down only 3 goals, which were to exercise regularly, to paint regularly, and to read regularly. So to read around 40 books like last year. And here I'm taking the opportunity to readjust my goals when necessary. So I added a fourth goal, that is to eat healthy. In fact, I started setting up meal planners in March, I think. And this goal is going very nicely. I'm eating a lot better. The exercising and the painting, on the other hand, they're not going very well at the moment, but I should be able to get back on track soon. That is, if I don't melt before. About the books, I'm a little bit behind, but that's because I read huge books. And in case you didn't know, I also post reading journal content where I review the books I read as deeply as possible without spoilers, while setting up dedicated spreads in my journal. To fill in this spread, I'm using my brand new fountain pen by Ellington Pens. It's the Ivory Suede with an extra fine nib. It writes super smoothly and dries a lot faster than the medium nib. Moving on to the future log, here I'm setting up the overview for the second part of the year from July till December. My phone overheated here and cut the part where I stamped the headers for each month, so I had to continue filming in the backyard where the temperature is still bearable. So that's why the background and the light changes so much. I'm sorry, it bothers me a lot, but at least it worked. Here I write down the birthdays, deadlines and events, and it's the most useful spread in my whole Bujo. I refer to it every month when I set up a new monthly spread, and I add things here when it's a date I don't have a setup for yet. So like if we're in June and I have an appointment in, let's say, August, I'll jot it here, and when I'll set up August, I'll check this page and transfer the date to my August calendar. And I also track my socials here, so YouTube and Instagram. Just like I did on the cover, I'm stamping the headers on craft paper. And finally, I add stickers everywhere. Next are two very different trackers. On the left side, I'll have my collabs, where I keep track of the collabs I have with brands and shops, the items they send, the content I create and when I post, that kind of stuff. On the right side, I'll have my health tracker, where I keep track of my workout, period, migraines, or iron intake. It's a very useful spread when I have doctor's appointments. Didn't pretend to do wobbly lines, but it happened. So yeah, I guess it's on theme. So I'm just writing the days of the month, and for each month I have 4 columns. One is for my period, one is for the workout, one is for migraines or whatever symptom, and the last one is for medication. As I did on the other spreads, I stamped my headers on craft paper. Finally, I add a few stickers around, and I managed to use one single loop of this washi sticker for the whole setup, so no sticker got repeated. The only one I didn't get to use was this cutting table. And it's time to flip through this mid-year bullet journal setup with a tea theme. I'm really looking forward to creating fun themes in this Bujo in the next month. If you've made it till the end, leave me this emoji and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you soon in the next one, and until then, enjoy planning!